Hello, everybody. Mike from Southern California again. It's Tuesday, March 3rd, 2020, and you're on the mic. So it's Tuesday again, folks. That means that it's time to look over the convention scene for the upcoming weekend of March 6th to the 8th. So, without no further ado, let's get started. For those of you in Branson, Missouri, if you head over to the Welk Resort Branson, um, for the weekend of March 6th to the 8th here. Branson Con 2020 will be happening. The Branson Con in Branson is a comic convention. The Branson Con in Branson, Missouri, USA brings the world of pop culture, fantasy, cosplay, gaming to our unique and exciting town. And in attendance there will be Kevin Sorbo of Hercules fame from the 90s Hercules live action series as well. I believe he played the lead character in Andromeda as well. Um, so for those of you in Branson, Missouri or Mississippi, Missouri, Branson, Missouri, Branson Con 2020 is happening this weekend, the 6th to the 8th. Moving on now. For those of you in Liverpool, United Kingdom, Comic Con Liverpool 2020 will be happening for the full weekend of the 6th to the 8th. If you head over to the Exhibition Center, Liverpool, Monopoly Events is organizing um, Comic Con Liverpool 2020. It's a comic convention with sci-fi programming. Andy Cleek and the Monopoly Events team are proud to bring you Comic Con Liverpool. 2019 saw a huge event take place in the Exhibition Center, Liverpool, and Liverpool Comic Con knocked it out of the park. It's £42 and I guess 90 cents for the advance rate. At door rate for all 3 days is £39, 16 and a half for each day individually. And in attendance there includes Jason David Frank, Tommy from the Power Rangers, and then Peter Cullen and then voice actors Peter Cullen and Frank Welker, known of course for their work as the voices of Optimus Prime and Megatron, respectively, in the 1980s Transformers cartoon. So if you guys want to go over and say hi to them, I'm sure they'll appreciate it. And moving on now. For those of you in Flagstaff, Arizona this weekend, if you head over to the Little America Hotel in Flagstaff this weekend, March 6th to the 8th, Kikori Con 2020 is happening. It's an anime convention organized by Monkey Paw Entertainment. Kikori Con is American anime convention held in Flagstaff, Arizona, and organized by Monkey Paw Entertainment. The convention is held in February every year. It is currently hosted at the Little America Hotel, Flagstaff. Obviously, this year it's not being held in February. It's in March this year for some reason. Advance rate is $46.65. At door rates, $50 for all 3 days, $25 on Friday and Sunday, $35 on Saturday. And in attendance there will include Joel McDonald, the voice of Zara the English voice of Zara from Fairy Tale, and Karen Strassman, most recently the voice of Palm Siberia from the Viz Media dub of the 2011 Hunter x Hunter series. So as we move forward, here to the next. Now we're getting into the one-day cons here. For those of you in Des Moines, Iowa, if you head over to the Drake University Olmsted Center in Des Moines, Iowa, Anime Recharge 2020 is happening. It's an anime convention. Anime Recharge is a free one-day anime convention run solely by college students from these Drake University organizations: Anime Club, Japanese Club, Esports, and Gaming League. We have all the staples of the traditional anime conventions, panels, vendors, cosplay, and of course, anime. It's free. It's free to get in. In attendance there will be LA-based voice actors, Sean Chiplock and Dorothy Fawn. Sean Chiplock, known more for video game work, but also has voiced Eyelashes and Pineapple in One Punch Man. Dorothy Fawn, known for voicing Conan of the Akatsuki in the Naruto series. Um, Now, moving on to the next con. For those of you in San Luis, Arizona this weekend, if you this Saturday, March 7th, if you head over to the Southwest Junior High School, they'll be hosting Blazing Desert Comic Con 2020. It's a comic convention with gaming, TV, and video game programming. The only event of its kind in southwestern Arizona will be held on March 7th, 2020. We present the chance for fans like yourself to meet with others, discuss world of anime, comics, films, TV shows, video games, etc. It's $15 at the door. So if you want to go check it out, it's a little on the high side, I'll admit, but still, it's something to do if you're a comic book fan and got nothing better to do. Go check it out. Okay, as we move on, for those of you in Jackson, Mississippi, if you head over on Saturday, if you head over to the Mississippi Trademark Center, AVC Conventions is organizing Mississippi Anime Festival 2020. It's an anime convention. Mississippi Anime Festival is a one-day event being held to celebrate anime and manga as well as general pop culture and animation while bringing together a diverse list of guests, vendors, artists, and fan groups in an affordable, family-friendly environment. Advance rates through Friday the 6th are $22.85. The outdoor rate will be $25 to get in. So for a one-day con, it's kind of on the expensive side for a one-day con, I think. Um, but again, if you have nothing better to do, and then also in attendance there, will include Caitlin Glass and Brittany Karbowski. Caitlin Glass, of course, known as the English voice of Winry Rockbell from Full Metal Alchemist, Evergreen from Fairy Tail, Haruhi, um, Haruhi from Oron High School Host Club. Brittany Karbowski is, of course, the voice of Wendy Marvel from Fairy Tail. Black Star from Soul Eater, and she's currently the voice of Hisako Arato in Food Wars Shogeki no Soma. If you guys haven't seen that, you guys check it out. It's on every Saturday night / Sunday morning, 1 a.m. on Toonami. So go check that out. And moving on now to the next set of cons. For those of you in Orlando, Florida, if you head over to the Wyndham Orlando Resort International Drive this Saturday, March 7th, they'll be hosting MyCon 2020. It's an anime convention with comics, fantasy, sci-fi, and toy programming. MyCon is an up-and-coming convention similar to other Orlando conventions, but not nearly as costly, featuring everything fun that we all love in over 8,000 square feet. Fun for everyone, anime, cosplay, comics, fantasy, toys, artists, cosplay contests, raffles, and panels. $5 at door rate, which is a pretty inexpensive con. If looking for something to do that weekend, for that day, if you're in Orlando, you might want to go check it out. Moving on now. Next, we head over to Peoria, Illinois. If you head over to the Exposition Gardens in Peoria, Illinois, this Saturday, Peoria Con 2020 will be happening. It's a comic convention with gaming programming. So do you love cosplay, comics, and games? Want more? How about artwork and props? Need to catch up on popular titles and see your favorite local comic artist? PeoriaCon will be the event you can't miss. There will be something for everyone. The whole family is invited. Local and regional exhibitors will be available. Um, and in attendance there will be Larry Kenny. For those of you who are my age, Larry, you would probably remember Larry Kenny as the voice of like Lionel and Jackalman in the 1985 Rankin Bass productions of Thundercats. He was also in Silverhawks as the voice of Lieutenant Colonel Bluegrass for Rankin Bass. And then more recently, he was involved in the 2011 Thundercats um, cartoon as Lionel's father, Claudius. So if you want to go over and say hi to him, it's a one-day con. So I think you guys might want to go check that out. So, and also getting to the last of the one-day cons here, or at least for Saturday. For those of you in Ontario, um, Pop Culture Canada will be organizing a couple of events this weekend. On Saturday, March 7th, Trenton Comic Con 2020 will be happening in Trenton, Ontario, at the Knights of Columbus Hall. It's a comic convention organized by Pop Culture Canada. I'll talk about the other one in a bit here. But for for those of you in Trenton, Ontario, Trenton Comic Con is a variety of vendors will be selling comic books, new and vintage toys, jewelry, DVDs, anime, manga, prints, and a variety of other awesome geek stuff. It's $2 at door rate, so pretty inexpensive. So if you want to go and check it out, good way to spend the day. Pretty cheap to get in. So and it's running from 10 o'clock in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. So, and moving on, and now the last of the ones for just the 7th. For those of you in Vacaville, California, if you head over to the Ulatis Community Center in Vacaville, California, they'll be hosting VacaCon 2020. The comic convention with anime programming. Join us to celebrate all things pop culture at Vacaville's second annual VacaCon. Save the date. Join Rosie, Manny, and their cow pal, Adrian, for the second year of anime, comics, and pop culture in Vacaville. Advance rate is $7. At door rate is $10. So probably a little higher than most people would probably want, but still a pretty good deal, I would say, for a one-day con. So now moving on. So now we head out to Aiken, South Carolina. If you're in Aiken this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, the 7th and the 8th, if you head over to the Odell Weeks Activity Center in Aiken, South Carolina, they'll be hosting AgamaCon 2020. It's an anime convention with gaming and video gaming programming. We are an anime, gaming, and cosplay convention in Aiken, South Carolina, the first weekend in March. At door rate for both days is $30. Saturday it's $25, $15 for Sunday. And in attendance there, of course, as a guest will be Kevin Connolly, the English voice of Cain Fury in the Full Metal Alchemist franchise. So if you're in Aiken, South Carolina, you might want to go check that out and say hi to Kevin and let him know how much you appreciate his work. Okay, and finally, for those of you in not finally, but finally for the 2-day cons, or for those of you in San Jose, California, head over to the Santa Clara County Fairgrounds this Saturday and Sunday, the 7th and 8th. San Jose Super Toy and Comic Book Show 2020 will be happening. It's a toy show with comics programming, 250 tables of vintage to modern toys, comics, and collectibles. There are artists, video game memorabilia, and dolls galore. Really too much variety to list. Silicon Valley's longest running toy and comic book convention. So, and in attendance there will be David Faustino, who is, of course, played the role of Bud Bundy from Married with Children. If you guys want to go and say hi to him as well, you're more than welcome to. Let him know how much you appreciate his work. So, and as we move on to the conventions going on Sunday, March the 8th, 2020. First one is the other one that's being organized by Pop Culture Canada. This Sunday, March 8th, Pop Culture Canada will be in Cobourg, Ontario, Canada, or putting on Cobourg Comic Con 2020. If you're in Cobourg, Ontario, you might want to go over to the Cobourg Community Center to check out the con. It's a comic convention. A variety of vendors will be selling comic books, toys, jewelry, DVDs, anime, manga, and a bunch of other awesome geek and nerd stuff. $2 at the door, just like on Saturday. So basically, for those of you in Trenton and Cobourg, full weekend of, and thanks in large part to Pop Culture Canada. You want to head over to Trenton for one day in Cobourg you want to head over to Trenton for Trenton Comic Con on Saturday, and then on Sunday, Cobourg Comic Con. More than welcome to do so. Now moving on to the next con. Okay, so the next con is in Frederick, Maryland. For those of you in Frederick, Maryland, if you head over to the Clarion Inn Frederick Event Center, they'll be hosting Frederick Comic Con 2020. It's organized by Schaff Promotions. So, then as we move forward here, for those of you in Valencia, California, if you head over to the College of the Canyons EPEK building, EPIC building, they'll be hosting Santa Clarita Comic and Toy Expo 2020. It's a comic convention with toy programming. Kimzar Collectibles is proud to host the Santa Clarita Comic and Toy Expo. This is a one-day family-friendly event held at the College of the Canyons Valencia campus. A variety of exhibitors will be on hand selling comics, toys, and everything else that a true or even budding comic and toy fan will ever need. So, if you're in Valencia on Sunday there, you might want to head over and check that out. And then, last but not least, for those of you in Tucson, Arizona, head over to the Tucson Expo Center. The Tucson Toy Show, the 32nd annual Tucson Toy Show 2020 will be happening. It's a toy show, the largest toy show in the West. 500 plus tables, hundreds of sellers, toys from all eras and categories, vintage to modern. $8 to get in, so guys might want to check that out. And with that being said, let's move on to the next part of the video here. Okay, so on this day in Nietzsche history, today being March the 3rd, on this date in 1934, Disney would release the the Mickey Mouse animated short film Playful Pluto. This is, I think, one of the first appearances of Mickey's dog Pluto in the series. It was directed by Burton Gillette. It was originally created in 1932, but released on this date in 1934. So, Playful Pluto was released on this date in 1934. Then, on this date in 1950, the one and only issue of Atomic Spy Cases was released on the newsstands on this date in 1950 by Avon Publishing. So, on this date in 1950, Atomic Spy Cases was released on the newsstand by Avon Publishing. And with that, now, if you guys want to check the links below, if you want to contact me directly, you can direct message me on my Discord. You want to check it out and join it, you're more than welcome to. I'm also promoting a bunch of different dub companies. Remember, Funimation is not the only game in town, folks. There's other dub companies you can check out the works too. I recommend you do so. And as always, guys, if there's a particular voice actor that you want to meet at a convention, the best way to do it is to, in a very polite, respectful manner, contact your local conventions and ask them to invite them, because that's how guests get to conventions. They get invited. Also, I'm still promoting the GoFundMe's. As always, guys, never feel like you have to donate. If you have the means to and it's on your heart to do so, please consider donating. If you have already donated, please consider donating again. And if you cannot donate, you can still help out the cause by sharing the link, because sharing is caring. And you never know, maybe there's somebody in your circle of friends who will want to help out as well. And with that, if you like this content, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. I always look forward to the conversation with you guys, as long as it's civil and respectful. I hope to catch you guys tonight on the premiere of this episode. If I don't see you then I will see you tomorrow. Bye.